I haven't been able to post in the last few weeks. So part of the reason is because I've been busy working on an illustrating project. I'm an artist and I work in illustration with the Laurel Witch. That's how I'm also known, other than Laura Daub mediumship and psychic readings. I am the Laurel Witch, and I have an illustration and art business. So I wanted to come on here. I was actually directed by Spirit this morning to create a video. I wasn't preparing to at all, but I feel like there's a message that needs to come across. And so I don't even have my microphone set up. So I hope that you can hear me okay. I'm just going to go ahead with it and be directed by Spirit. This is a timeless reading, and so whenever you come across this, this will be important to you. The first card that I pulled out is the Four of Wands, and this is the Witch's Garden Tarot that I'm using, one of my favorite decks, and it's partly because, well, number one, it's witches, and I do love the illustrations and the story that these cards tell, so it's my favorite, really. So this card, it does mean finding your own community, celebrating. Look, you are being invited in to this beautiful celebration. We are coming up next week on the summer solstice. If you are in the northern hemisphere where I am, I'm actually in Canada. So this is the perfect time for these summertime celebrations. This is a beautiful symbol for celebrating the summer solstice. And this is also, for me, a card about finding community and finding the people who you want to celebrate life with, and especially the bigger moments. This can also be, you know, in my world, this is about part of the witch community and being welcomed in. So I just wanted to show you that, and also these cards are full of diversity, and you'll notice that there are different types of people and even spirits in here. I think she's got horns on her head, and let me just look at this. He's wearing a mask, so it is you know, for all different types of people. It doesn't matter who you are, you can be welcomed. It's about being like-minded, having like-minded people surrounding you. And he's also holding up a cup, and it's a cheers. Okay, so everyone cheers. Celebrate who you are, and doesn't matter how weird you are, how different you are from what you think you are supposed to be, who you are supposed to be in life. So that is our center card. And I want to, the next card I'm going to pull is the challenge to that, what we've just read. Oh, okay, so it's the Two of Pentacles. I'm going to put all of the reading up in the side here so you can just look at it as I'm speaking. But so I have to figure out how to hold these. Okay, so this Two of Pentacles is, maybe I'll just put a picture up, is our challenge card. Yeah, you'll be able to see it better if I do that. So I put it across the Four of Wands. It's challenging that community and feeling that we are part of a community that is quite different. So this card is like finding that balance between what is considered normal these days. You know, are you part of the normal people? Do you just sort of follow the crowd? You don't want to ruffle any feathers. You want to not look weird or strange or show that you're different from others. You try and fit in. This is, you know, finding your balance from that. And if you don't feel like you can be yourself in your community, this is a sign that, well, if you can't, you can balance it. I'm a Libra, so I'm all about balance. And this infinity sign is, it is a materialistic card because it's a pentacle. So it is about money and wealth or materialistic things. It can be. So if that's, say, a work situation for you and you don't feel like you can, let your freak flag fly, then it is finding that balance. And if you, as soon as you leave work, go and be grounded in this beautiful forest here. Convene with the animals, if you will. There are squirrels in here. Convene with nature. And if that feels like you, barefooted, grounding yourself, then do so. If you don't feel like you can do so in the concrete jungle that you may or may not work in. Okay, so it's another sign that, yes, of course you can be you. And even if you feel like you can't fully be yourself in front of others at any time, this is a sign, well, you can balance that. I do find it really sad when people can't be themselves at all times. I'm in my 50s, so I'm at that point where I've said, screw it. You can insert a different word there if you want to. Like, screw that. This is time for me. This is my time, and I don't care what other people think at all, and it's taken a long time to get here. I don't know if I could have gotten here when I was younger. In fact, I did start this business, a tarot business, over 10 years ago. It was about 2014. And at that time, I was in my early 40s, and that I was very worried about what people thought. And therefore, I wasn't able to let myself be. So I don't know if it's age that can help. Some people may not have that limitation that I had. But now in my life, it doesn't matter if you're 20, 30, or 40, or 50, or 60, 70. You just may find yourself a little bit earlier than I did. So anyways, I'm going on a bit of a rant. So I will put that down as the challenge card, and hopefully that's not too much of a challenge for you. So the next two cards that I'm pulling are the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Cups. I love the imagery of the Seven of Cups in the Witch's Garden. It is showing this woman who is sitting maybe in her kitchen and with this beautiful window, and she's got all of these cups holding different magical symbols. And if you use the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it's very similar, and all the different cups hold these different sort of magical elements. And she is, you can tell that she's in meditation, or she's just letting herself breathe and letting this magic just sink in. I can almost picture her breathing it all in, like soaking it all in. She's closing her eyes and she's letting all of her senses, other than just her eyes, feel the magic around her and the possibilities that are there. What does she want to choose? What does she want to work on today? And that is actually, she's got a trowel in her hands, and she's about to plant maybe some lavender. And so that's her way. She's planting seeds. And although this is a 7 card, not an ace where she may be planting and just starting something, this is a sign where, there are still lots of possibilities around her, even if she thought she was going to start one thing and then thinks that she's stuck in that one thing. No, you're not. You can spread your wings and do many different things. So I wanted to say the card beside it, the 8 of Cups, is the next card right in the deck. And that is this, maybe the same woman. Now you'll see she's caped, you can't see who she is, but this is the Fool's Journey, and let's just assume that she is the same person. This could represent you. And this is you putting on that cloak and going inwards. It is, it looks like a nighttime image, right? There's the moon behind her, and you'll see her home in the background. She's maybe crossed that river. All these cups are the same cups that you saw in the 7. Well, they're empty now. Is she turning her back on all of those cups, or is she going inward? Those cups are empty. Cups represent emotions. So what is she turning her back on is one way to look at this. Is she turning her back on that magic, or does she want to turn her back on that magic? This could represent, these two cards together, it could represent a hesitation in what we've talked about. You know, the center of the reading is being involved in community and your like-minded magical people. Now, you can definitely go on your own, and that's not an issue at all. This card, the 8 of Cups, the imagery always reminds me of the hermit and doing things alone. I am a hermit myself. I am very introverted, and I'm actually like a number 9 if you're into numerology, and that's the Hermit card. My actual soul card and my personality card is the 9. If you're interested, let me know in the comments, and I can cover your year card and soul and personality cards in another video if you'd like. But the 8 of Cups is kind of on that way. Is this your journey to that, you know, real journey of finding yourself? And I have to say, I really have found that it truly is about myself. No one else, even in my community, is going to really have an idea of what's really inside me. And although there's a lot of help in the community and in convening with like-minded people, the only person that's really going to get me is me. And so it is sort of a journey of the self, right? And finding yourself. So and the joy in that. So I read my cards intuitively. So instead of going by the books of the meaning of the 8 of Cups, this to me is sort of a going inward, and maybe not turning my back on the cups, but going inward. So I hope that you've got something out of that. I do want to read another little duo here, a pair. And we've got the Death card, so I'll cover that. I love the Death card in this Witch's Garden. And we've got the 7 of Pentacles. So let's take a look at that. This grouping may actually go along with the challenge card. And I don't want to tell anybody to quit their jobs. That's definitely what I don't want to do. These readings, by the way, are for just entertainment purposes, right? This is kind of a sign. Take a look, that 7 of Pentacles. This is typically a card of, you know, looking at what you've created materialistically, you know, money-wise perhaps, looking at the harvest ahead of you, and there's money surrounding it. And she, in this deck, she's got the tarot cards around her, which is interesting. And it almost looks like she's looking at both, you know, material harvest, my pumpkins that I'm harvesting, all of my vegetables here. This is also an autumn card, so at the harvest time. So this could also represent the time of year. So we started off this reading right at the summer solstice. So I am going to call this a summer solstice reading. But at the end of the reading here, it's about the harvest. So this is the end of the summer, probably around August. So isn't that neat how this ends up here? So she is at that point where she's planted the seeds, she's met with the people, she's convened with community, and she's really grasped onto her magic and looking at herself as it's okay to be different. It's okay to empower yourself with your magic. It doesn't matter who you are to other people. It doesn't matter what other people think, just to sort of reiterate all that. And this represents, you know, that death card may look scary. It's the Grim Reaper, and it's a skeleton. That skeleton has shed all its layers, right? It's shed its skin, it's shed everything inside and left with bones. That's really kind of ominous looking, and you'll see there are ravens or crows in the imagery. There's the scythe card, which goes along with the harvest. And I read Lenormand cards. Those are my favorite oracle deck. And there is a scythe card, which can also represent the harvest time, or a really quick cut, perhaps a quick ending. And that's how I'm looking at this, right? It is harvest time. There's a pumpkin as well in the death card. And then in the Seven of Pentacles, there is the harvest with pumpkins. And so this is a really good time to, enough is enough, shed those layers. And if you've been working on this sort of the magic of you throughout the summer, from the summer solstice to the harvest time, this is a great message for this. This is your time to shed your skin and become you, become empowered to be you, no matter what that is. And this is that time where you can look back at where your life has brought you. You see she's thinking, right, about her harvest, and that is a proud sign too. She's looking proudly. In this card, she looks very serene and sort of logical, you know, taking a look at the path that she has been on, and she is very proud of herself. She's quite badass. If you think the same as me, I love the outfit that she's wearing. She looks just totally empowered, and she's on her own, as in some of the other cards here. And she's just really beautiful. It's a beautiful energy, very calm and serene. And it also looks like she's moving forward into the next season. And metaphorically, that's the next season of her life. Okay, I know that this is moving into fall. You start to see some of these orangey, red, yellowish fall colors, and that can represent the next stage of her life. It can also represent that the age. I talked about my age, and it's coming into your own at the age that you are. Getting older is a gift, and it allows you to become who you are as well. So wow, in these how many cards? 2, 4, 6 cards. This is quite a deep reading, and I hope that you've gotten a lot out of it. I sure did, because I feel like it's also directed at me too. But I feel like Spirit really directed me to pull these cards out today and read for you. This wasn't just for me. I actually don't read for myself because I tend to look at all the things that I want or that I'm hoping for, right? So it's very hard to read for myself. So this is, I hope you found this useful for you as well. Please do let me know in the comments if you got something out of this reading and if you would like me to continue readings like this. I usually do mediumship readings, and I think that this is maybe needed in life, and especially at the times we're going through. So let me know again, please, in the comments. And if you do like this video and you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to my channel. It will help me get known. This is such a new channel, and I don't have many followers at this point and many views, so I would love to get more, of course. It's all about these pentacles here. I'm wanting to create this new beautiful community, as well as getting the word out there, and then being able to show that there is a success in this, that I'm helping people. Okay, so thank you very much and have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.